For millennia, humanity has gazed at the stars, wondering if we are alone. But what if the answer has been buried in the sands of time, etched on ancient stones and whispered in forgotten myth? This is not just another story of ancient civilizations. This is the chronicle of a race unlike any other. A race that may have shaped our very existence. This is the story of the Anunnaki. Our journey begins in Sumer, the cradle of civilization, in modern-day Iraq. Here, amidst the ruins of ancient cities like Ur and Uruk, lies a treasure trove of knowledge, clay tablets inscribed with a language lost to time until recently. What makes the Sumerian text so compelling is their unprecedented level of detail. They don't just describe kings and battles, but the very creation of humanity and the beings they believed were their gods, the Anunnaki. These texts, painstakingly translated over decades, tell of beings who descended from the heavens, beings of immense power and knowledge. They called themselves the Anunnaki, those who from heaven to earth came. According to the Sumerian texts, the Anunnaki originated from a planet called Nibiru, a celestial body with a highly elliptical orbit that brings it close to our solar system only once every 3,600 years. The mainstream scientific community largely dismisses the existence of Nibiru, but the idea of a rogue planet with a long orbital period is not entirely outside the realm of possibility. There are theoretical models that could allow for such a celestial body. The gravitational effects on other planets would be significant, which is one contention of its existence. The text described Nibiru as a world rich in resources, but facing ecological disaster. Its atmosphere was thinning, threatening the survival of its inhabitants. The Anunnaki, facing extinction, embarked on a desperate mission to find a solution to their atmospheric problems. Their answer lay in a precious metal, abundant on a young planet called Earth, gold. They needed vast quantities of gold to create a shield in their upper atmosphere to reflect sunlight and retain heat. And so they came to Earth, driven by necessity, by survival. The Sumerian texts clearly state that the Anunnaki came to Earth in search of gold. This is not a metaphorical interpretation. It's a direct translation of the cuneiform script. They established settlements, mining operations, and began extracting this precious resource. Imagine the moment of first contact, the arrival of a technologically advanced race, descending from the skies in magnificent vessels. To the primitive humans of the time, they must have seemed like gods. The Anunnaki established their first settlements in Mesopotamia, building cities that dwarfed anything seen before. They were led by their leaders, figures whose names echo through the ages: Anu, Enlil, Enki. These names, once worshipped as deities, may have been the titles of the first Anunnaki rulers on Earth. They were engineers, scientists, and according to some interpretations, genetic manipulators. The initial Anunnaki workforce, known as the Igigi, faced grueling conditions in the gold mines. Exhausted and demoralized, they eventually rebelled against their superiors. The Anunnaki leadership was faced with a crisis. They needed a new workforce, a solution that would allow them to continue their gold mining operations without the risk of further rebellion. If you accept the premise that the Anunnaki were a technologically advanced species, the idea of them creating a new species to serve as a workforce isn't that far-fetched. Genetic engineering, even in its infancy today, holds immense potential. This is where the story takes its most controversial turn. According to some interpretations of the Sumerian texts, the Anunnaki, led by the scientist Enki, used their genetic knowledge to create a new being, Homo sapiens, modern humans. They combined their own DNA with that of existing hominids on Earth, creating a race of beings capable of intelligence, labor, and obedience. Were we created as slaves, designed to serve the needs of an alien race? The Sumerian texts describe the creation of humanity in vivid detail. While the exact process is open to interpretation, the underlying message is clear. We were created, or at least significantly altered, by the Anunnaki. Beyond the Sumerian texts, some researchers point to other evidence supporting the Anunnaki theory. Anomalies in the archaeological record, out-of-place artifacts, and unexplained advancements in ancient civilizations. How did ancient civilizations build such massive structures with such precision without the technological tools we have today? Did they receive assistance from beings beyond our world? The Anunnaki theory is not without its critics. Many scholars dismiss it as pseudoscience, based on misinterpretations of ancient texts and a lack of concrete evidence. The Anunnaki theory relies heavily on selective interpretation and a disregard for established scientific principles. There is no credible evidence to support the claim that an alien race created humanity or significantly influenced ancient civilization. The debate continues, fueled by mystery, speculation, and the enduring human desire to understand our origins. Whether you believe in the Anunnaki or not, their story forces us to question our assumptions about the past. It challenges us to consider the possibility that our history is far more complex and far more extraordinary than we ever imagined. Is it possible that our gods were not merely figments of imagination, but real beings who walked the earth, shaped our destiny, and left behind a legacy that continues to resonate today? The answer, perhaps, lies hidden in the Chronicles of the Anunnaki. In the next chapter, we'll delve deeper into the Anunnaki's impact on human civilization, exploring their technology, their social structure, and their ultimate departure from Earth. Subscribe now to stay updated on the Chronicles of the Anunnaki. Share this video with your friends, and let us know what you think in the comments below. What if everything you thought you knew about history was wrong?